Welcome back to Best of Wisconsin Homes. I'm Josh with Josh Lavick and Associates. We're doing our community spotlight today over at the Garver Feed Mill over on the near east side of Madison, right off of Fair Oaks Avenue. So I'm here today with Bethany. She's the events coordinator and that kind of thing. So.
Director of Public Programming.
Director of Public Programming.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So tell us, so you know a lot about this space, obviously. So why don't you tell our viewers and share with them a little more about Garver Feed Mill?
Yeah, so Garver Feed Mill is a recently renovated historic building located behind Olbrich Botanical Gardens. It is a hub for a little under a dozen small businesses. So there's a lot of different things that you could do at Garver during a visit. You could also just come and enjoy the historic nature of the space.
Oh, for sure. I mean, looking right behind us here, I mean, just the space itself is just absolutely stunning and beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's just this huge open room. We got awesome skylights coming through.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
pretty
light
incredible.
is certainly great in here.
Yeah, definitely. But we do have kind of a mix. Looks like you're setting up for an event here. So what kind of events could take place here?
Yeah, so we definitely rent the space for private events, and you could do private events of all sizes. So we have event spaces for 20 people, for 50 to 80 people, and this large space behind me can do about 350 to 400 people.
Holy cow.
So private events for sure,
Yep.
but we also do a lot of public programming.
Cool.
So tonight we're having a jazz concert in the atrium. We also have markets throughout the year. So we have a vintage market coming up on Labor Day weekend. We have the Good Day market in December. And then in January, we actually host the Dane County Late Winter Market for farmers over the winter in this space. So you could come every Saturday to get your farmer market fix in February.
There we go.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. And you said there's about a dozen businesses and stuff in here too?
Exactly.
What kind of mix of businesses do we have here?
So even when there's not a special event going on, you could come and enjoy food, drink, and wellness activities at Garver.
Okay.
So there's the Madison staple Ian's Pizza, which you could probably see in the background there.
Pizza by the slice. It's pretty awesome.
Exactly. Which you could grab on your way out of yoga class.
Okay.
If that's your thing.
Sounds about right.
So there's a perennial yoga studio is here, as well as Kosha Spa.
Okay.
So wellness activities, food, and beverage. So there's a newer coffee roaster, Ledger Coffee, who's on the first floor. And then the Garver Lounge is also a new business, which offers craft cocktails and a locally sourced bar food menu.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. What so for maybe some of our viewers that have never really explored Garver or this side of town, I guess what would you maybe say to some of our viewers that maybe have never been here? What would you highlight as anything that you haven't shared already?
Sure. So definitely finding a way to follow what's going on. It's a very busy space. So following at Garver Feed Mill or at Garver events on social media is a great way to kind of keep in tune with what's happening here, because events are so varied. You may not be into the vintage market, but you can't wait for the farmers to get here. So keeping up with what's happening at Garver is probably half the battle. It is fun to just show up sometimes and stumble upon free live music on the patio, which will be happening this Saturday as well.
Oh, great.
So yeah. So I would say that's the main thing, to really kind of keep in tune with what's happening here, because it's always changing.
Awesome, definitely. Well, any last words or anything else that you might want to share that I maybe didn't ask you about?
People may be wondering about how to get here, we are right on the Capital City Bike Trail, and we also have a B-cycle port on site. So we are huge proponents of biking here. We actually get a very large brunch crowd on Saturdays and Sundays that bike in. But there are also about 700 parking spots within a quarter mile of Garver. So we do have an on-site lot, but there's also public lots at the Olbrich Park baseball field that are available for use. And you could find a full parking map about available parking on our website, garverfeedmill.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show and sharing some more with our viewers today.
Thank you for visiting the mill.
Oh yeah, the space is beautiful. I'll definitely be hanging out here, maybe grabbing some lunch after we're done.
Yep.
I mean,
Gotta grab Ian's before you leave.
I know, right? It's a good spot,
Yep.
that's for sure. So, well, thanks again. And again, you're watching Best of Wisconsin Homes and our Community Spotlight. I'm Josh with Josh Lavick and Associates. Have a great day.